Alright, first up, let's talk about radishes, the ultimate fast-growing veggie. If you want something that gives you results in just 3 to 4 weeks, radishes are your new best friend. If you're planting radishes for the first time, here's what you do. Pick a sunny spot. Radishes love sunlight, so aim for at least 6 hours a day. No yard? No problem. You can totally grow these in a container or even a window box. Prepare the soil. Radishes grow best in loose, well-draining soil. If your soil is compact or heavy with clay, mix in some compost or sand to make it fluffier. Trust me, they'll grow faster and rounder this way. Plant the seeds. Just sprinkle the seeds half an inch deep and about 1 inch apart. Cover lightly with soil and give them a good watering, that's it. They'll germinate in about 3 to 5 days, super quick. Water regularly, keep the soil moist but not soggy. If radishes don't get enough water, they can turn spicy and tough instead of crisp and juicy. Nobody wants that. Once they pop up, they grow at lightning speed. In just 10 days, you'll start seeing little leaves. By day 20, you might even see the radishes poking out of the soil. By day 25 to 30, they're ready to pull. Pro tip: don't wait too long to harvest. If they sit in the ground too long, they get woody and bitter. A good way to check? Gently brush away a bit of soil. If the radish is about 1 inch wide, it's ready. So you've harvested your radishes. Now what? These crunchy, peppery bites are super versatile. Slice them raw for salads and sandwiches. Roast them for a sweet, nutty flavor. Pickle them for a tangy crunch. Add them to tacos, stir-fries, or even buttered toast. Bonus tip: don't throw away the radish greens. They're 100% edible and perfect for making pesto, soups, or sautéed as a side dish. Final thoughts: if you're looking for a veggie that's foolproof, fast, and fun, radishes are the one. Whether you're a gardening pro or just getting started, you can't mess these up. Plus, harvesting them in just a month is super satisfying. Alright, who's planting radishes this spring? Let me know in the comments. Lettuce greens on demand. Next up, let's talk about lettuce, the ultimate cut-and-come-again vegetable. If you love fresh, crispy salads, you're going to want to grow this right now. The best part? You can start harvesting in just 3 to 4 weeks. That's right, less than a month and you'll have a steady supply of fresh greens straight from your garden. Lettuce is one of the easiest veggies to grow, and it doesn't take up much space. You can plant it in garden beds, containers, raised beds, or even hanging baskets. Whatever works for you. How to grow lettuce fast. If you want lettuce as soon as possible, follow these simple steps. Pick the right variety. Not all lettuce grows at the same speed. For the fastest results, go with loose leaf varieties like buttercrunch, oak leaf, or red leaf. These grow way quicker than head lettuces like iceberg. Plus, you can harvest as they grow instead of waiting for a full head to form. Find the right spot. Lettuce loves cool temperatures, so spring is the perfect time to grow it. Pick a spot that gets partial sunlight, about 4 to 6 hours a day. If it gets too hot, lettuce can become bitter or bolt, which means it flowers too soon. Plant the seeds. Sprinkle the seeds directly onto moist soil and cover them lightly. They're tiny, so don't bury them too deep. Lettuce seeds germinate in about 5 to 7 days, and you'll start seeing little sprouts before you know it. Water consistently. Lettuce loves even moisture. If the soil dries out, the leaves can turn bitter and tough. Keep it moist but not soggy for the best flavor and texture. Harvesting lettuce, the cut-and-come-again method. This is what makes lettuce so amazing. You can keep harvesting over and over again. Instead of pulling up the whole plant, use scissors to snip the outer leaves when they reach 4 to 6 inches tall. The center will keep growing, giving you a fresh supply of greens for weeks. If you plant a new batch of seeds every 2 weeks, you'll have a continuous harvest all season long. You don't just have to use lettuce for salads. Here are some creative ways to enjoy it. Wrap up a sandwich or burger in lettuce leaves instead of bread. Toss it into smoothies for a nutrient boost. Add it to tacos, wraps, or grain bowls. Stir it into soups or stir-fries at the last minute for extra greens. And if you ever have too much lettuce, don't let it go to waste. Try making homemade lettuce pesto or adding it to a green juice. Final thoughts. Lettuce is a must-grow for any garden. It's fast, easy, and keeps producing for weeks. If you love fresh greens and want something that delivers quick results, you can't go wrong with lettuce. So tell me, are you planting lettuce this spring? Drop a comment and let me know. Spinach, the nutrient powerhouse. Alright, health lovers, this one's for you. Spinach. This leafy green isn't just packed with iron, vitamins, and antioxidants, it's also one of the fastest growing vegetables you can plant in spring. In just 4 to 5 weeks, you'll have fresh, homegrown spinach ready to pick. How to grow spinach fast. If you want a quick and steady supply of spinach, here's what you need to do. Pick the right variety. Some spinach varieties grow faster than others. If you're looking for a quick harvest, go for types like baby leaf, Bloomsdale, or space spinach. These varieties grow tender, flavorful leaves super fast. Choose a good location. Spinach does best in cool, partly shaded areas. If you live somewhere warm, plant it where it gets morning sun, but afternoon shade to keep it from getting too hot. Plant the seeds directly in the soil. Spinach hates being transplanted, so plant the seeds directly where you want them to grow. Sow them 1/2 inch deep, about 2 inches apart, and lightly cover with soil. They should start sprouting in about 7 to 10 days. Water regularly. Spinach loves moist, well-draining soil. Water it consistently, but don't let the soil get soggy. If the plants dry out, they'll bolt, start flowering too soon, making the leaves bitter. Harvesting spinach? Pick early, pick often. The great thing about spinach is that you don't have to wait for a full harvest. Instead of pulling out the whole plant, pick the outer leaves when they reach about 4 inches long. This allows the center leaves to keep growing, giving you a continuous supply of fresh spinach for weeks. If you plant new seeds every 2 weeks, you'll always have fresh spinach ready to harvest. Spinach is one of the most versatile greens you can grow. Whether you like it raw, cooked, or blended, there are endless ways to enjoy it. Toss it in salads, wraps, or sandwiches for a fresh crunch. Blend it into smoothies for a nutrient boost. Stir it into soups, stir-fries, or omelets for extra flavor. Sauté it with garlic and olive oil for a simple, delicious side dish. Use it in homemade pesto instead of basil for a unique twist. And if you ever harvest too much at once, don't worry. Spinach freezes really well. Just blanch it in boiling water for a few seconds, drain, and store it in the freezer for later. If you want a nutrient-packed, fast-growing green, spinach is the way to go. It's easy to grow, keeps producing, and tastes great in almost everything. So, are you adding spinach to your spring garden? Let me know in the comments below. Green onions flavor on repeat. If you love adding a fresh, mild onion kick to your food, then you need to grow green onions. Also known as scallions, these little flavor bombs are one of the fastest and easiest vegetables to grow in spring. The best part? You can start harvesting in just 3 to 4 weeks. And here's the real magic. Green onions keep growing back after you cut them. That means one planting can give you multiple harvests, making them one of the best low-maintenance crops for beginner gardeners. How to grow green onions. Super easy. If you've never grown anything before, start with green onions. They're practically foolproof and don't take up much space. You can grow them in garden beds, pots, or even a small container on your kitchen windowsill. Here's how to get started. Decide how you want to grow them. Green onions can be grown from seeds, bulbs, or kitchen scraps. Seeds take about 5 to 7 days to sprout, and you can start harvesting in 3 to 4 weeks. Onion sets or bulbs are faster. They start growing within days. Regrow from store-bought onions by placing the white root ends in water or soil, and they'll start growing new green tops in just a few days. Pick a good spot. Green onions do best in full sun, at least 6 hours of sunlight per day, but they can tolerate partial shade. Plant the seeds or bulbs. For seeds, sow them about 1/4 inch deep and 1 inch apart. For bulbs, plant them 2 inches apart with the pointy end facing up. Water regularly. Green onions like moist soil, so water them consistently but don't let the soil get soggy. How to harvest green onions. They keep growing. One of the best things about green onions is that you can start harvesting early and keep them growing. Once they reach about 6 inches tall, take some scissors and snip the green tops, leaving at least 1 to 2 inches of the white base in the soil. The onion will keep growing back for multiple harvests. You can get 3 to 5 cuttings from one planting. If you want a continuous supply, plant new seeds every few weeks so you always have fresh green onions ready. Ways to use green onions in the kitchen. Green onions are one of the most versatile ingredients you can grow. They add a mild onion flavor without being overpowering, and they work in so many dishes. Try them in eggs and omelets for extra flavor, tacos, burritos, and nachos for a fresh bite, soups and stir-fries for a pop of color and taste. Salads and sandwiches for an oniony crunch. Homemade scallion pancakes, trust me, they're delicious. Final thoughts. If you want a fast, easy-to-grow, and endlessly useful vegetable, green onions are the perfect choice. They're beginner-friendly, grow super fast, and keep producing harvest after harvest. So, are you planting green onions this spring? Let me know